Hey, shop at Teesprings for all your goods merchandise. We got what you need. You need shirts? No problem. You need mugs? No problem. You ain't got no money? Problem. Get the red suit, get the monkey, raise some money, buy a shirt.
What the was that?
WTF. All right, so today's WTF, we actually have Carla back here again.
Not people requesting me.
No.
Not necessarily.
I mean, what I was gonna say is that I almost thought that we recorded a WTF without you, but no, that's not the case. You've been here for all of them.
No, didn't Art?
Nope, he didn't. He did.
He did
other
okay.
videos. So,
because
but
now Art is back.
Art is maybe back.
Manny's always here. Well, not
Kind of,
always.
sort of,
Yeah.
possibly.
And I'm not now the replacement. And apparently, like since these guys are never here, so okay.
All right. So today's WTF. I don't have to dance around this subject just just a little bit.
Okay. I like when you surprise me, but like
All right.
how you were giving me this introduction, I'm surprised and scared.
So, man, this is a hard one to kind of dance around with. Let's just jump right into it. So, on today's WTF, there was an interview that recently happened with the co-creators of the Harley Quinn show. I'm not sure if you've ever seen that little animated show that's been on. It started off on the DC Universe app,
Yeah.
and then it moved over to HBO Max, where they kind of do like Harley Quinn's story and like some side characters, Catwoman and Poison Ivy, yada 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 yada. So
Was that out of the original Batman series animated?
no, excuse me. No, this one is excuse me, I'm so choked up over this over this topic.
I'm so nervous.
So this one is its own thing. It's I mean, it's dealing with the whole Batman lore for the universe and such, but it's got a more adult-oriented theme to it.
Okay.
Speaking of the adult-oriented theme to this show, they were asking in an interview they were asking the creators of the show how they were able to get away with some of the stuff that they did, because there's a lot of cursing, there's kind of a lot of sexual innuendos and stuff on the show, and they said that DC kind of let them have the reins and do whatever they wanted to do, and they didn't even, no matter what characters they used, they just like, yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Until they asked for one specific thing. They wanted to do a cunnilingus scene with Batman and Catwoman, and they reached out to DC, and then DC said no.
Okay, wait. Back up. What?
Yes.
In the animated?
Yes, in animated. I'm not sure how far they were gonna show it unseen. It may have just kind of been like, kind of saw from a distance, or maybe like a head raise up, or who knows how they were gonna do it. Because if you ever seen the Harley Quinn show, they show quite a bit on that show. So it's very open to interpretation as far as how far they were gonna go with this. But they did ask for permission before they actually animated that and actually came up with it. I mean, they had a thought.
Of course, they're not going to spend like a lot of money doing the whole animation, and then like DC would have said like, no, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Like they wasted their money. But damn.
Okay, so obviously DC said no, right? But why do you think they said no?
Well, just because I think that because sometimes I feel that they may not want to cross a line in certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, they have to understand that they are opening a door.
Okay.
If they're the first ones in doing something like this, like it will like create this whole people that are, if they're doing that, maybe we can do this.
Well,
so I think that sometimes people don't necessarily want to be first.
Okay, all right, and that's fine. But that wasn't their answer. Their answer was, and I quote, "You can't do that. Heroes don't do that." So what basically they're saying is that Batman is a lazy lover.
What do you mean? Like what? Okay, so just so you know, DC, you just pop all my balloons.
Yeah,
what do you
I know,
mean?
right?
Like heroes don't do that. Like I'm going to talk to people at Marvel, and maybe they will do like Captain America and this guy Iron Man and Thor doing that. I bet that they would. No, probably not. But I mean, what do you mean, like, heroes don't do that? Like, fuck it. If they're still people, they have needs. They have sexual needs.
I wouldn't put it past Iron Man, but basically they were saying that basically Batman's pretty selfish. They tried to clean it up a little bit afterwards and said that, like you were saying before, that maybe the public wasn't ready for that type of view of Batman and in that aspect. But the damage had already been done, especially since because it makes them it makes them think of heroes as being selfish in that aspect, because they've actually, like I mentioned before, some darker, some more mature themes. We'd actually done a WTF where there was a comic book where Batman showed his penis. They okayed that. They literally okayed that.
I mean, it's just like, you know what? This is it's a sensitive subject because it comes a lot with double standards. And it comes a lot with one of
So what you're saying is that if Catwoman had been going down on him, they'd have been like, yeah, all for it.
I really think so, you know? I really think that would have happened.
We've been wondering how to work that into a storyline.
And you know why? Because this whole image of like the superhero like Batman and like Superman being like these like big men, macho guys, and they are like in some point I see them a little bit like narcissist. So I would understand why they will make them like, I don't know, make them look weak because they're doing that. Maybe.
So maybe that's what their thought was, or maybe that's how they maybe that's could be part of the reason why they were behind it. They really tried to clean it up with their PR as trying to make this as easy as possible.
I really like, now that I'm processing the whole like thing, because it took me a while.
Okay.
But now that I'm processing the thing, like, from my perspective, maybe that's what they were trying to avoid.
All right. It doesn't make it any better.
No. I'm not justifying it. I'm thinking like, and I'm a little bit bothered that if the situation would be the other way around, I bet that they wouldn't have any problem to make any of these girls doing that.
Well, I mean, the co-creators of Harley Quinn, next season, maybe they could ask if maybe it'd be the other way around. If they get they gotta say no at this point.
How come like they don't make a scene where the Joker is doing something like to Harley Quinn? Yeah, they won't do it, right?
Well,
because
you gotta watch the Harley Quinn show. They've got to some lines and they've towed over them quite a bit. I would like to say that Zack Snyder got wind of this. Obviously, Zack Snyder from Zack Snyder Cut and all of the BB and all of the DC stuff that he's done so far. He got wind of this and heard about the fact that they were against it. So, as is in every genre of porn, if you can think of it, it exists somewhere. So he found a picture of Batman going down on Catwoman.
I was going to say, I bet that if I would go to Pornhub, and I will like find, like, I don't know, like,
or there'd be somebody doing cosplay of it.
Yes, exactly. So I don't think that this is like something that nobody have seen before. I'm pretty sure that there's a video down there that I can find doing that.
Right. So he tweeted out that picture.
He did?
Yeah.
And he got...
DC copyright striked him and they had to take him down.
Oh my God.
The funniest part of it, there was like, they tried to clean up this whole statement thing, and so he posted up a picture. By the way, he's technically not employed by them anymore. He did his final movie with them. He posted up a picture. They were like, nah, buddy, take it down.
Oh my God. You know what? Double standards. I'm really disappointed, you know?
All right.
Extremely disappointed. You would get more viewers maybe because of that, you know? But
maybe that's what we need to see. We need to see the softer side of Batman.
It takes a lot for a guy to say that, you know what, I want to please my woman. So that is a really macho decision. So fuck you, DC.
I feel bad for Catwoman in all of this. That's how I feel.
But she didn't get
anything out of this.
She didn't get like any satisfaction out of this.
All right, Carla, take us home.
Okay. So if this is the first time that you have watched the show and you come up with this video and you are saying right now, what the fuck? I understand. So there's a lot of other videos that this guy record and talk about. So you can go to this description bottom that you will see right now.
Yep.
And check the other videos that these guys have. They talk about movies, shows, a lot of other more interesting stuff. Trust me. Well, this was interesting, but they will talk about other interesting stuff. You can go to Patreon to see a lot of the things that happen backstage, funny things, weird things that happen. You can go to Teespring to see one of the shirts that, for example, this.
Hey, look, I'm actually wearing
this
today.
is the first time that I'm seeing this guy wearing one. So there's a lot of merchandise there that you can buy. And I think that's it.
All right. So for Manny and Art, who hasn't gotten here yet, and Aspen back on the milk carton, I'm Terrence.
And I'm Carla.
And you guys take care.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.